MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Houston Astros and the Kansas City Royals. Danny Duffy will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here's George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
George Springer.
He's set. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
First pitch, 107.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
The count 1-1.
Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. And it's fouled away. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider tails outside for ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Duffy has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. The 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 to count.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Soler, but he can't get there. It's over his head. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a one-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
Here's Michael Brantley. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll take a look at ball one. Now the 1-0. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. And it's 1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The 2-2 one more time. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Mondesi scoops it up. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
So coming to the plate, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Whit Merrifield.
And now a pitch on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. His line against Justin Verlander, he's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. Line towards center field. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Now in the box, Adalberto Mondesi, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nope. And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
One out, nobody on. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Springer has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. First pitch on its way from Verlander.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1 now.
1 strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here's the 3-1.
3 balls.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Now, this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. First pitch on its way. Soler, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Dozier, 28 years old, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Kansas City. Still no score. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Yuli Gurriel.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0. Oh, that's out.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way in the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands his zone.
And 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
set and the pitch. Carlos Correa comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll be the second out.
Batting it, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Digging in, Martin Maldonado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Comes set, now the pitch. No score here as we play inning number 2. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Ready on 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Sean Manaea gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
The pride and joy of Andre in high school and Gary, Indiana. Sean Manaea, he had the no-hitter against the Boston Red Sox, one of the tougher lefties, who reminds me a lot of Sid Fernandez. Low three-quarter arm angle, mid to upper 90s fastball, good curveball, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He will lead this one off today. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
First pitch, 107.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. The 2-1 home. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping in, Jorge Polanco. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the San Diego Padres and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Chris Archer gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Number 23.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
First pitch, 106.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Fly ball out toward right field. Polanco has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. First pitch coming. Here it is. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Tommy Pham is the second out of the opening frame. And in steps Manny Machado. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Ball.
2-0 now. Fouled off. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
The 3-2 now to Machado. Bounce to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Chris Paddock gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Ready now, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Pirates, the shortstop, number 27.
Now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Now here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Nothing in the Pirate first. We're on to the second now in Pittsburgh. No score on the show. Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Hosmer. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Eric Hosmer.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Now batting, Trent Grisham. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a base hit, the first one of the game for the Padres.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Dyson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
So striding forward now, Francisco Mejia. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
That misses 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Closing in on first pitch in Cleveland. The Royals and the Indians are coming up next. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Shane Bieber is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Whit Merrifield next to bat. He will lead this one off today.
The center fielder, Whit Merrifield.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
First pitch, 105.
And he lays off for ball 1. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Ball, that's out.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. 2 out, nobody on. And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Soler is off at first with 2 away. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Royals leave 1. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He has 7 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Now the 1-0. Lindor, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
In now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And here's Soler to make the grab, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. We are still scoreless. Striding in, Alex Gordon.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Gordon, a native of Nebraska, the Cornhusker State as they call it. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Swing and a miss, and Gordon's down on strikes for out number 1.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 66.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Ryan O'Hearn. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And this will be fouled away. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Nicky Lopez would be next. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Standing in, Nicky Lopez. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's down.
The set and the 1-0.
Ball, that's too high.
Up top, it's 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Michael Franco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Kansas City, number 7, Michael Franco.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. First pitch is just minutes away from Progressive Field in Cleveland. It's the Blue Jays and the Indians coming up next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball is next. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Digging in, Bo Bichette. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
First pitch, 107.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Biggio, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Our temperature at first pitch, and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And another foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
The count is full. 3-2.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
And now the Toronto #4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Softly hit out to short. And that's in there, base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Gurriel over at second. Guerrero on at first with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Ready on 0-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. In there, the base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Here's Randall Grichuk.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it is. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
.23 pitches already here in the first inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or 2 early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Derek Fisher the next to bat,
as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
3 runs already home here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
One and 2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Indians nothing. Hyunjin Ryu A Korean lefty will be the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting second, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Into the box, Oscar Mercado.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now Carlos Santana. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
To the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. This is line to left. Gurriel is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. From the stretch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And a double steal try here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fisher's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting seventh, The left fielder, Domingo Santana.
So stepping in, Domingo Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Santana, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Indians 2. Second inning set to go. Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire.
Number 10.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. He's around first, heading for 2. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Joe Pennick will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Base hitting for the Blue Jays. Number 2. Joe Pennick.
And he fouls this one off. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, number 11.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bo Bichette. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
A man at third with 1 away. Swing and a line drive, but foul. One and one, here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reyes has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And this would be a tough opportunity to squander this late in the ball game, but he'll hold tight with 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Biggio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
He's set. The 0-1.
Aye. 0-2.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
The 0-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Men on third with 2 down. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat.
First pitch, 107.
0-1 pitch on its way. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Soroka, a Canadian native who was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Now the 1-0.
2-0 to count.
Two balls and a strike.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 2 out, nobody on. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Has a look, now the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. One and oh, here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Corey Seager as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Peterson on second, Seager at first, 2 out in the inning. That evens it up, 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Two-1, here it is. 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Line drive to center field. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Dodgers lead it 2-0. Walker Buehler will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Back goes Peterson on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
A ball and a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.